Hello and welcome to Eagles Fieldhouse. I'm Brady Richard alongside my partner,
DK.
And we are here for the matchup between the Logan Rogersville Wildcats and the Hillcrest Hornets for this third place and the boys Nixa Invitational tournament. Both teams coming off losses in the second day. Hillcrest losing 81-57 to Nixa, and Rogersville 62-51 to the mighty New Madrid Eagles. DK, both these teams coming off those losses, looking to pick up this third place. What do you think they need to do it?
I feel like both these teams need to play a lot better on defense. They allowed a lot of points in both games, and they just need to clean that up.
Yeah, and Hillcrest's leading scorer in the tournament and leading the tournament points per game, number 2, Tanner Hicks, held to a decent, I wouldn't say a lot of points. He had 9 points, I think, yesterday, guarded by this Nixa team. They guarded him well. And what do you think Rogersville needs to do to slow him down?
I feel like yesterday Nixa had great matchups on the floor, and I feel like that they need to do the same thing. They need to find a matchup for him, find someone that can guard him well and stop him.
I totally agree. And Rogersville has the freshman Chase Branham, who's been really breaking out this tournament. He scored 20 points last night against New Madrid. He's a huge part of their offense. And they have 6'6" senior Scott Metz, who grabs a lot of the rebounds and scores a lot for them. How do you think Hillcrest needs to guard them?
I feel like they just need to guard him as closely as possible, just not give anything up, no open looks.
Okay, and coming up, it is Logan Rogersville and Hillcrest. We'll be back after this break.
Tournament between the Hillcrest Hornets and the Logan Rogersville Wildcats. Announcing first for the Hillcrest Hornets. He's a 6-foot junior, number 2, Tanner Hicks. He's a 6'2 senior, number 3, AK Staten Balance. He's a 5'8 freshman, number 11, Kyrie Simpson. He's a 6'2 junior, number 25, Ethan Weaver. And he's a 6'3 senior center, number 35, Malachi Scholl. And now for the Logan Rogersville Wildcats. He's a 6'2 senior, number 2, Stuart McDonald. The 6'2 freshman, number 3, Chase Branham. He's a 5'11 sophomore, number 10, Bo Watts. He's a 6'4 sophomore, number 21, Sutton Shook. And the big man in the middle, number 34, he's a 6'6 senior, Scott Metz.
Will be Scott Metz, and for the Hornets, none other than Malachi Scholl. Tip is won by the Wildcats. We got Branham driving left wing, jump stopping in, picks up his dribble, looking for anyone, kicks it out to Stuart McDonald, who finds Branham at the top of the key. Guarded closely by Kyrie Simpson. Both freshmen going to head-to-head. Both have been lighting it up this tournament, breaking out, and we'll see them go head-to-head today. Branham working him at the top of the key. Finds McDonald in the corner, drives in back out to Branham. And Metz down low, the big man for the Wildcats, drives in, shot is up, and off the front iron, and it'll be rebounded by the Hornets. They push it up the court, and it's stolen by McDonald. McDonald on the breakaway, drives right into the contact, goes up, and they call the foul on the ground.
Yeah, and on that play, they're just, the Hornets getting too anxious there, too over, can't think of words right now, but they're just getting too excited in this game and passing it away.
Yeah, I saw him fumble the ball a bit. You got to be more cautious with it. And Chase Branham gets started for the first points in this game. A little over a minute left in the quarter. And it'll be the man Tanner Hicks at point for them. He has had a huge tournament, averaging 24.5 points per game, looking to continue it today. He'll get the ball back on the left wing. Top of the key, guarded by Branham. Simpson, left wing. Back to his teammate. Staten Balance. Back to Hicks. Hillcrest can't seem to get anything going. Mossing on the perimeter, and it's tipped away. Grabbed back by Hicks. And the Hornets having a great offense, averaging, tied with Nixa, averaging 70 points per game this tournament. And they need to continue that today if they want to win this third place trophy. Rebounded by the Wildcats as Branham taking it up. Swings it over to Bisher. Bisher back to Branham, posting up Simpson. Yeah, to Metz. Metz at the top of the key. Driving in, loses it. Regains it back. McDonald going in, bumps into him, goes up. Off front rim, And it's pushed up by the Hornets. Hornets in transition, slow it down. Find Scholl over to Simpson, left wing. Simpson finding options, sees Hicks on the right wing, back over to Scholl at the top. Inside to Hicks, and Hicks loses the ball. Stolen by number 21, Ben Bisher. Bisher will give it to Metz.
Early on in this game, the Wildcats defense has been very disruptive, not allowing anything.
Yeah, they have a stifling defense so far, getting a lot of steals, not allowing Hillcrest to get anything going. Inside to Branham, and Branham gets the easy layup. Like I said, 20 points last game. He's been playing really well this tournament. Averaging 19.5 points per game, 4th in the tournament out of everyone. And they'll call a foul on the drive-in by Axe State and Balance. See in the replay, yep, just reaches in on him. Shot is up, and it's off the back iron. Rebounded by Bo Watts. He'll be bringing it up in transition. Spin move, Branham finds Metz. Long two, and he drills it. Long two-pointer for the big man, but he finds the bottom of the net. It'll be Hillcrest on the other side. Side of State and Balance. Balance back out to Hicks. And this Hillcrest offense just can't seem to get anything to start going. Just passing around on the perimeter. And just they need to get something going because nothing's working so far. Scholl finds Simpson in the corner. Splits two defenders going in and blocked off the backboard by Branham. Branham pushing up in transition. Slows it back down. What a play from Chase Branham. We'll go to McDonald on the left wing. Back to Branham at the top of the key. Find Watts. Watts got it closely by Hicks. Bisher has it. McDonald. Front court. Over to Watts. Watts, right-hand drive. Kicks it back out to Bisher, who finds Branham in the corner. Guarded closely by Simpson. Simpson to Metz inside. Metz, hop step, shoots it, and Logan Rogersville off to a hot start. 8-0 lead. Coach Fielding does not like what he's seeing out of his team. Man, they are playing well. 8-0 lead. Hillcrest just can't seem to get anything going on offense.
Yeah, Hillcrest in this game hasn't scored in the first 4.5 minutes of this game, and that is huge, as they've averaged over 70 points in this tournament.
Yeah, I totally agree. And we'll be back after this timeout. We are back from the timeout. Your score is 8-0, Logan Rogersville. It is all them in this game. 3:24 left in the first quarter. Like I said pregame, that duo and Chase Branham and Scott Metz already have all their points.
Yeah, and 4 each, splitting the load there, and then I believe that they will look for them as their main sources of offense during this game.
Yeah, and if I'm Hillcrest, I do something to stop them. Maybe get 2 on them and just put everyone else in a zone, something like that. Just anything to get them going. Put your best defenders in man on them because they are tearing them up right now.
Another thing that we saw in the game yesterday between the Spartans of Troy, we saw their leading scorer foul out of the game, and that was very big for them. So maybe they go straight at their 2 best players and try and get them fouled out.
Yeah, and Branham gets another steal and lays it back up. That's his 6th point of the game early in this, not early, late in the first quarter, but early in the game. The Hillcrest Hornets are on the other side. Finds it inside to Bounds. Great pass, and he finishes it. Great feed inside from Ethan Weaver into State and Balance, and he finishes it. And Branham at the top of the key finds Watts, guarded closely by Simpson, and big man Metz left corner. Guarded by Scholl. Over to McDonald at the top. Back inside to Metz.
I like this defense from the Hornets, just not really letting Metz get inside very much, keeping him out on the perimeter.
Yeah. And there's the foul for McDonald, the reach in. Guarding Ethan Weaver. And we will see Chase Pettiford come in. He has been a huge shooter for these Wildcats. I've seen these past couple days, hitting a bunch of big-time threes, playing great basketball for him.
Yeah, and right now for the Hornets, I would really like to see them get the ball into their playmakers' hands. And I believe in this game that will be stat and balance, and possibly we'll see some up from Kyrie Simpson coming in.
And this Hillcrest defense I'm seeing, they are switching everything, whether it be dribble handoff, screens, and the Wildcats defense is switching everything, and Hillcrest can't keep doing this handoff screen game that they've been doing. They need to find something else. Stolen away by Branham, guarded by Simpson. Branham into the corner to Pettiford. We find McDonald, and back to Branham at the top. Branham over to Pettiford. Back up to McDonald at the top of the key. Hillcrest defense seeming to play a little more tight on their perimeter, not letting them get a lot of inside dishes or shots up.
Yeah, and we've seen them switch it up. They started out the game in man-to-man. Now they're in a 2-3 zone set.
Yeah, but that is nothing for the Wildcats as they just keep scoring. 12-2 now. And Simpson drives in. Great hesitation. Out to Akin Balance. Over to Scholl, and it's tipped away. He recovers it. Backcourt, guarded closely by Pettiford. Pettiford all over him, tries to feed it inside, and it gets taken away by McDonald. McDonald, inside feed to Pettiford. Pettiford lays it up off the backboard. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Simpson with the ball, finds Scholl.
This Logan Rogersville team has been doing more or less whatever they have wanted in this game. Yeah. On defense, only allowing 2 points, and Hillcrest is only on pace for 8 points in this game, which most likely
Branham, step back
happen.
three, and he gets it to go. Chase Branham, step back three at the end of the buzzer. Logan Rogersville up by 15, 17-2 at the end of the first quarter. What a shot from Chase Branham. Arvis Brink is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the Nixa Invitational Tournament. Stop by any of Arvis's nearby locations to get the customer service you deserve. Only from Arvis Bank. Thank you, Arvis Bank, for sponsoring our Nixa Invitational Tournament. And we will be right back after this break. And we are back at the start of the second quarter. Your score is 17-2. Logan Rogersville all in control. Hillcrest down by 15. They'll be looking to come back this quarter from this deficit that Logan Rogersville has built.
Yeah, and Logan Rogersville has been doing very good. And Hillcrest, in the first game of this tournament, scored over 80 points, which is very impressive in any high school game, especially in a tournament of this caliber.
It'll be Hicks up to Simpson, top of the key, driving in. Behind the back, closely, Branham on him. Branham looking for anyone, hand off to Hicks. And this Rogersville defense just switching on those handoffs. You can't keep doing them as they see another screen right there. They just keep switching. It's hard to run that motion offense whenever they just switch on everything.
Yeah, and I feel like Hillcrest has gotten a little too comfortable with their motion offense. They've been able to score on that all tournament long, and now it's not working, and they don't really know what to do.
And Axe State in balance with the and one going to the line for one. Pettiford in the corner, guarded closely. Gets away, finds Metz. Metz, mid-range jumper, short. Rebounded by Dre Tatum. Dre Tatum pushing up, Euro stepping through the lane, and one! Dre Tatum gets it to fall, and he'll go to the line to hopefully get the three-point play.
Dre Tatum here is really carrying this Hillcrest offense right now. Just 2 quick and ones in a row.
Correction, that was Dre Tatum on the first and one. I got that one mixed up, but huge plays by Dre Tatum. Hillcrest showing some life now, only down by 10.
And on the Hillcrest defense, I've really liked what they've done so far. All except for that, but the way they've guarded Scott Metz up to that point has been very good. They've kept him out of his comfort zone, which is inside of the paint, posting up, getting easy buckets. But lately in this game, we've just seen him outside on the perimeter, outside of the 15-foot mark, and that's where he's not very comfortable for him.
Yeah, and Scott Metz just towering over everyone, drives in with that pound dribble and just gets the and one. So hard to guard, someone that big. He stayed in balance. On the right wing, going up to the top of the key. Finds Tatum in the corner. Back up the bounce. Bounce, driving in. Up and under layup, off the right side of the rim. And he pushes it up to Ross Lawrence. Ross Lawrence feeds it inside to Metz. Corner pass to Pettiford. Pettiford, and he hits the three-pointer. Tatum at the top of the key, picks up his dribble, looking for anyone, finds Tanner Hicks on the right wing. And this Hillcrest team, they've been attacking the paint more, and this pass around the perimeter, they just need to keep driving in, I think. That's how their offense is going to run this game. And Dre Tatum driving in again, and he banks that one in, or rattles around the rim and goes in. And man, he's come off the bench and been a huge scorer for them.
Yeah, and like you said, that with them needing to drive it in, Tatum has realized that he's attacked the rim many, many times and gotten and ones and easy buckets from there. And he's up to 7 points early in this game, just coming off the bench.
And the Simpson pull-up jumper is no good. Rebounded by Metz. Push it up to McDonald. McDonald to Pettiford. Pettiford pump fake and off the front rim, just short. It will be balance, inside pass, oh, and it's off the right hand of Luke Sutherland. Great inside pass, but just can't catch it. And that's the type of stuff you need to convert for this Hillcrest Hornets team. Just, especially the deficit they're facing now, down by 14, you need to have plays like that.
Yeah, and with them trying to get their offense going, trying to find a spark, I thought they found it just not too long ago, but they need some more offense.
It'll be Branham coming off the screen. It's Pettiford in the right corner. Back up to Lawrence. Lawrence driving in left hand, and he gets blocked by Dre Tatum, but it will stay Rogersville ball. And a bit off topic, I heard Brady Retone talking about it yesterday. I love the Rogersville business casual. Branham, three-pointer, bullseye! Chase Branham with another point. He's up to 12 in this game. It'll be Ross Lynch poking it free, staying Hillcrest ball. But man, Chase Branham, we talked about him, already up to 12 of their 26 points. He is on fire.
Yeah, and right now, for what we've been seeing from the Wildcats, I did not expect this. They've been playing very well this game and keeping Hillcrest to 9 points, and we're about halfway through the second quarter. That is big time. In the first game, they almost scored 90.
Yeah, their offense playing well, but you know what they say, defense wins championships. But we will get a timeout called by Logan Rogersville, and we will step aside.
And we are back, and with the break and play, we would like to thank you, Price Cutter, for sponsoring our hospitality room. Price Cutter has been employee-owned and been local since 1967.
Man, Price Cutter, they have that mac and cheese and chicken tenders in there. I don't know, something about that Price Cutter chicken. They're so good. But Chase Branham taking it down for Rogersville. Over to Pettiford, the curl over Lawrence, and the inside dish to Metz, and they get the foul called. I don't know if I agree with that one, DK.
I didn't see any contact on that one. Maybe we can get a replay of that, but I didn't see it.
Yeah, I mean, I just saw the net move. Someone's hands got tangled in the net. I didn't see any downward motion with the arms.
Yeah, I think Dre Tatum got caught in the net, but never touched 34 Scott Metz.
Here we see the replay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the contact at the end, but he was straight up. So the refs call it a foul, though. It's Tanner Hicks will take it down for Hillcrest. Into the corner to Weaver. His three-pointer rattles around the rim and rolls out. It'll be Marshall giving it to Branham. Over to Lawrence, the left wing, driving inside. Working on Scholl. Feeds it inside to Metz, and Metz gets the easy score. Man, Scott Metz, they just can't guard him.
No, there's really no way to stop someone that big. And Scott Metz standing at 6'6", and the tallest Hillcrest player is also 6'6", but he hasn't really been in the game much whatsoever.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he has been in the game, and they might need to get him out there. And he is a senior, so we could see him come out, but I'm not sure.
I mean, Lawrence falling on the floor as Ethan Weaver gets the ball stripped away from him. Thrown up to Lawrence, and Lawrence will get the easy layup. 32-9. Logan Rogersville dominating this game, up by 21, but 9 points in this whole first half is just insane. And he banks in the three-pointer, but 12 points is just insane to me, especially with them having 30.
Yeah, and Hillcrest, like you said earlier, did you say they were tied for highest scoring in this
70
tournament?
points per game.
70 points per game, being held to 12 in the with 2 minutes left in the first half is just a great. That just shows how great team play and defense Logan Rogersville has been playing.
Yeah, they're really paying attention to that defense. They're really working on it. Kyrie Simpson will miss another three, and rebounded by Branham. Branham pushing up on Tatum, and a little dump-off pass to Scott Metz. Man, was that a beautiful pass. Driving in, just gave him it, handed him, gift-wrapped, and he lays it up.
You know, Scott Metz and Branham both have over 10 points in this game. Metz with 11.
Branham with 12.
Branham with 12.
Yep. Branham will be taking it up, guarded by Weaver. Weaver reaching in, trying to get a spark for Hillcrest as they're now down by 20. Pettiford will give it back to Branham. Pettiford gets it back. Guarded by Hicks. To Branham in the corner. The alley-oop attempt is caught by Metz as he comes back down. and gets the layup.
Yeah, and Branham, just being a freshman, he is going to be he already is a scary player, but he will be a scary player all throughout high school. And if he continues to grow and mature throughout the game of basketball, he's going to be great.
Yeah, I can see him one of being the next premier players from Southwest Missouri, as he's already dominating as a freshman. And Kyrie Simpson nails a three from the left corner. Look at the score, 34-15. With a little under 40 seconds left in this game, Rogersville looking to slow it down, maybe get that last shot as Branham is here. Guarded closely by Tatum. Branham gives back to Lawrence. Hillcrest electing to switch on screens now.
And I feel like that's what they need to do because that's what they've seen from this Logan Rogersville defense. And I think they said, hey, this has been working for them, maybe it'll work for us. And so far it looks like it has on this possession.
Yep, and Branham looking over to Lawrence, and it's off the fingertips of Lawrence. Man, a missed opportunity. With that momentum they already have, they could have just demoralized, almost finished Hillcrest before this game is even over with that buzzer beater. But it will be Hillcrest ball inbound to Simpson. Simpson with 3.8 left, driving and gets fouled.
And on what we saw there from the drop pass by Ross Lawrence, he had his head up and was looking to shoot, dribble, or something before he caught the ball. And you'll see that all the time in any sport, whether it's basketball or football, and they'll just put their eyes up before they get control.
Yeah. And a hard foul by Bo Watts on Simpson. I don't
understand why you're fouling in that situation.
I mean, maybe no last shot, but I mean, that was a hard foul.
Yeah, and pointless there because
Hicks misses the buzzer beater.
What are you going to – it's not like they're going to come back off of one bucket.
Yeah. But that will be the end of the first half. Score is 34-15. It has been all Logan Rogersville. And we will be back after this halftime break.
No, I'm with Rogersville's coach, Coach Schaefer. What were some positive things you saw in the first half?
Well, I really liked our effort. I thought our effort was good. That was one of the things that we talked about, that we wanted to do better, and just play harder. It's hard to get back up for this game, coming in after a tough loss last night. So we just wanted our kids to play super hard, and they accepted that challenge and got up and down the floor, were physical, made some big shots, and tried to separate.
Yeah, and what's that conversation going to sound like in the locker room?
Just that, they hit the nail on the head with what we wanted to do with the game planned early. We weren't working on anything special. We just want to have good effort. We want to play hard. We want to compete. And, like I said, it's hard to get up for these games sometimes after a loss. And so they answered that challenge. But, you still got another second half of basketball, so we need to continue that. And we got some good minutes from some guys that typically don't get those minutes. So those guys did a nice job off the bench, and we'll probably try to continue doing the same thing.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you, Coach.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Good luck in the second half. This is sponsored by Casey Bobcat of Springfield.
We're teachers. We love what we do, whether we get a snow day or not. We're going to keep doing it because it's a passion, not because of other pieces. We love our kids and we love to be with them. But from a kid's point of view, I mean, who doesn't love a good snow day? A couple were a little unexpected, but they were very productive. It gives, as a special education teacher, it kind of gave me an opportunity to plan out some things I don't always have time for during the day. It also gave me a chance to catch up on a lot of paperwork. Paperwork is really big in the SPED realm.
Our ultimate goal is to keep the students engaged while they're learning from home. And so our teachers, when we know that we're going to have some weather to come up, we quickly say, okay, everybody take all of their stuff home before they leave for the day. And so you will see them take out. They're planning for the week, they're grading for the week. We schedule lots and lots of meetings on those days that we have off. And so we're all meeting through Google Meets, and they're just planning and pacing and grading and talking about what they're going to be doing for the next few days when we return back to school. Even though everybody's learning from home, it's a productive time, definitely.
So independently, I took the opportunity to sit down and look at the work that my students have done to kind of analyze the data from the different assessments that they've had, the different CFAs that we've given, just to really help figure out where I can help them. I have taken the opportunity to grade the informational writing that we did, which can be a little time consuming with the rubric, to check all of the students to make sure that they met all of the guidelines for that piece of writing. Since we have had several AMI days, our team had to take a look at what we had planned for the coming weeks and kind of adjust and pivot so that we could make sure that everything is getting addressed, that we don't miss anything. We are available for parents throughout the day if they need to email or school status. If we would need to have a conversation by phone or something like that, we can certainly do that.
At the high school level, our goal really during a snow day is just for the kid to maintain. We're not really going to present them with much new information. There shouldn't be much new learning that's happening. The goal and the objective is really review type activities, maintenance type activities, so that when we come back to school, the teacher can pick up right where they left off and continue in the curriculum. Ideally, yes, we'd be seated, we'd be in school. I think structure and routine are good for adults and kids alike. And anytime you break from that structure and routine and you have a 5-day stretch like we just came out of, it is a little hard to get back in the routine.
For teachers and staff, it's not a snow day. We continue with exactly what we would be doing during the normal school days if we were in session. So it's a day that you get to sit at home and do that, but you're still doing it.
Kudos to all the parents out there who work from home and juggle kids on AMI days. It's not always easy, but it's all about your outlook. So keep a positive outlook and you have a good outcome usually.
There are multiple times where I get choked up. These kids are just so talented and they are giving 110% to this show. We put the show together in 6 weeks. That's kind of unheard of because Wizard of Oz, huge show, huge cast. We really didn't want to take any time away from that show. As soon as that was over, Thanksgiving, boom, 3 weeks of rehearsal, went on to Christmas break, came back 3 weeks, tons of snow days, and here we go. It's been a challenge. This has definitely been a show I've been interested in doing for years, so to get to do it this year and have it be the first show in the Black Box is really, really exciting. Yeah.
Yes, so my character is the old woman. So the play starts off and we're seen together in our home, but there's kind of this underlying tension because I want to go out and explore the world.
I'm here with Hillcrest coach. What were some positive things you saw in the first half?
I'll be honest with you, there weren't any. I mean, the one bright side, Dre Tatum, number 20, he attacked. Everyone else, I mean, we just don't have any heart, so we're not playing very hard. I mean, this is a team that I've not seen all year. And I'm just really disappointed, so I don't think there are a whole lot of positives.
What were some things you're hoping to improve on?
Just to show a little more fight. Rogersville is a great team, one we've already played already, and it's just disappointing to have a showing like this the last day of this great tournament.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. This is sponsored by KC Bobcat of Springfield.
And we are back a little under 2 minutes until the second half of this third place game starts in the men's Nixa Invitational Tournament. It is all Logan Rogersville. The score is 34-15. Hillcrest lead or behind by 19. Logan Rogersville obviously leading by 19. And it has been all Chase Branham and Scott Metz for Logan Rogersville.
Yeah, and Hillcrest needs to find an answer for those two. I'm imagining their coach talked to him about that in the locker room, and Hillcrest came out of the locker room very early because they haven't gotten any offense going, and they've been shooting around for a long time. They came out
4 or 5 minutes now.
Yeah, normally teams will come out with 3 minutes left before the half, and they came out with about 5. They had a very short message, and I believe that message is just get something going, get defense going, and we need some offense, so we're going to go out there and make sure we get shots in, everything.
And this Logan Rogersville defense has been stifling, man. It's Tanner Hicks, the 24.5 point per game score, he's been held to 0. They've been playing lockdown perimeter defense. They can't get anything going. No matter what level you're at, 15 points in the first half is insane. Their defense has just been so good. They've been playing their best players really well. And you'd like to see Tanner Hicks, Kyrie Simpson get going, 2 of their best players. And Dre Tatum, if I'm the Hillcrest coach, I'm starting to play him more because he was a great addition off the bench. He got 2 and 1s right away as he went in.
Yeah, and I'm surprised he's not out there now. It's been very surprising of how well he's done in this tournament all throughout coming off the bench. And like we said, Tanner Hicks, leading scorer in this tournament right now. In the first game, he scored 37 points, which is impressive.
It's absurd.
Just under some of the top.
And oh my goodness, Scott Metz. What a block. He got every piece of the ball on that. A little help from his teammate, but flying in for the chase down block. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and that one was an amazing block. And that's one of the better blocks we've seen, if not the best block we've seen this whole tournament.
And driving in the put-back layup. That will be Staten Balance with the put-back.
And Staten Balance there, coming out of the half, getting that put-back bucket. That's exactly what you want from him. You need him going in this second half if they want any chance to get back into this game.
Yep, the senior, 6'2", looking to make the most of this season, this tournament. Foul call on Tanner Hicks, his first. Inbound to Lawrence. Lawrence got close by Weaver. And Lawrence we saw come off the bench at the start of this game, and he's starting off this second half. Great basketball from him. B. McDonald top the key, guarded closely by Simpson. Driving in, spin moving, shoots it. Oh, and they called a travel. Was a great attempt at the spin move. Just took too many steps. It'll be Hillcrest ball once again. Tanner Hicks bringing it up. He acts that in balance, and 3 defenders reaching out on him, and he's down. Looks like a face injury, and he gets fouled.
Yeah, I think he got hit in the eye there. He is writhing in pain right now.
Yeah, well, they attend to him. We'll be right back. and we thankfully see him being attended to by the trainers and coaching staff. Number 3, Accent and Balance.
And taking a look at that replay there, it looks like he just got tripped up and hit his face straight into the knee of Scott Metz there. That could not have felt good.
Yeah, fortunate for the 6'2 senior. Glad to see him walking off the court.
However, though, he will walk over down to the trainer station and maybe even into the locker room to get checked out.
Yeah, they're cleaning up the floor where he fell. But I'm liking back to the game, I'm liking the defense we've seen from Hillcrest at the start of this third quarter.
Yeah, and he was covering his face there. I'm not sure if it was sweat or maybe even a little blood, but he's going to go back and get checked out by the trainers.
And one, Malachi Scholl.
And that might be the best play we've seen all tournament, just throwing it off the back of his defender and straight.
Man, I didn't even see that. I couldn't see it. What a play for Malachi Scholl. Threw it off the back of the defender and lays it up, gets the N1. It's one of the best plays I've ever seen live.
Yeah, that one was amazing. Just super smart play.
Yeah. It's like one of those high IQ moments compilation plays. Lee Branham taking it down, Dre Tatum riding him. We see him returning. Great spark of offense for him. They feed it inside to Lawrence. Lawrence going right into Simpson. Thought maybe a travel, but they call a foul.
Yeah, and right now I'm kind of keeping my eyes peeled to see AK Stat and Balance come out of the locker room, and I haven't seen him yet. And trainers still back there as well. Both trainers that have been at this tournament for the entire length of the tournament for girls and boys, and I would just like to give a thanks to them right now for being here, sacrificing their time, and so that they can be here and for the health of all of our great players.
And Bryce Marshall nails the 3 down on Logan Rogersville and bringing the lead back up to 19. Will be Tanner Hicks kicking out to Kyrie Simpson. Simpson at the top of the key. Weaver is the handoff, driving in. Shoots it high. Kind of just threw that one up, but got the foul. And we go into the line for 2. It looked like he knew he was getting fouled, just kind of threw it up, get those 2 shots. First one short.
And still, looking back at the locker room, AK Stat and Balance still not coming out here. Hopefully we'll see a return from him.
Be rebounded by Marshall. Marshall giving it to Branham. Rode it on his hip is Kyrie Simpson. Slows it back down. Going left, finds Lawrence. And Lawrence and Hillcrest kind of taking something out of Rogersville's book. They're switching on everything now too, as we see right there on the handoff. Branham gets past Simpson, pull up Jay, and he nails it. Chase Branham with a great shot. It'll be Tatum on the other end. To Weaver, over to Hicks. Hicks throws on the ground. Be a travel. Yep, didn't like a shot. Tried to dribble to maybe bail him out a bit, but landed first. Travel, we'll see on the replay. Yeah, definitely a travel. Seen a lot of oddball type of plays. Throw off the back, him attempting that. In the corner, and he rattles it in. Dane Smith, the 6'3" junior, making that 3. And Tanner Hicks from the corner, off back rim. Rebounded up to Metz, and Metz throws it down!
Metz with a great dunk on that one.
Scott Metz rocking the rim. Let's look at that replay. Gone by Pettiford, up to Metz, and Metz knew exactly what he wanted to do, throws it down.
And a great alley-oop there down to Dre Tatum, and that's who they need out on the floor right now. Dre Tatum is going to give them what they need for scoring to maybe get back into this game.
Yeah, Dre Tatum with 12 off the bench. Pettiford driving in left side. And Smith over to Metz, inside, poked away by Simpson. Simpson going into Pettiford, behind the back pass to Hicks. What a dime from Kyrie Simpson, left hand behind the back pass to Tanner Hicks, and that's a play that can maybe spark their offense. Huge deficit, but looking to come back. It's a great pass.
And that was a good pass. It was a risky pass, but since it worked out, I liked it. If it didn't work out, I would have maybe even called that a dumb play, but it worked out, and I think that's a great play for him, just trying to get his entire team really excited, give them something to cheer about.
Yeah, you know what they say, high risk, high reward. That's one of those plays right there. The behind the back pass right to Tanner Hicks. And Logan Rogersville calls a timeout. Their defense is strong out there today, but your defense can be strong too with Arvest Bank's Family ID Protect coverage. Help protect your family from identity theft and fraud. Ask an Arvest associate for details today. We'd like to thank them for everything this tournament, and we'll be back after this timeout. Trigger man is Pettiford. Back to Marshall. Marshall at the top of the key, working on Tatum. Kick to the corner. Doesn't like the shot, brings it back out to Branham. Branham driving right side, picks up his dribble. Weaver all over him, looking for anybody, finds Metz. Man, that ball kind of just fit right into his hand. Tight pass, but Metz going in. And they get the charge call.
And no, that is not what we want to see. Metz is injured there. He's shaken up. Took a very hard fall on that one as we look at the replay.
I don't know if that's a charge. He did not look set. Kind of just slid under him at the very end.
I thought when that, yeah, he was in the air and he wasn't there even when he was in the air. I do not really like that call from on that one.
Yeah, but nevertheless, it will be Hornets ball at the other end. Weaver out to Simpson. Simpson driving in. Good hesitation move, gets fouled. And they call it on the ground. Great hesitation move from Simpson.
Yeah, nonetheless there, that was a smart play to get up and block that ball just in case it was a shooting foul and it goes in for an and one.
No, they call it shooting. Will be Kyrie Simpson at the line for two. Simpson, first one's a bit short. See Branham getting talked to by Coach Schaefer. Branham having a great game, 14 points. Simpson hits the second one. We'll see Luke Sutherland return to the floor for Hillcrest. Hillcrest electing to go into the press. They will find Marcus Moore. Back to Branham, and they call the backcourt violation.
Yeah, and I like Hillcrest going into that press there, and it actually worked out well for them as they were able to force a turnover right away off of it.
Yeah. Hicks bringing the ball down, handing it off to Simpson. Simpson crossover, driving in, Euro stepping through the lane, a little bit short off the front rim. Rebound Marshall. Marshall pushing up in transition, driving in, kicks it out. Three-pointer, long. Pettiford with the hustle gets the rebound, but it finds the hands of Ethan Weaver. Ethan Weaver to Hicks. Hicks, snatch back. Back up to Weaver. Weaver slows it down over to Simpson. Simpson pump fake, and yep, they call the travel. They picked up that pivot foot.
And just not too long ago on, not this possession, but the last one from Hillcrest when Kyrie Simpson went into the lane there. He was shaking up a little bit, maybe a cramp, but I don't know, he was holding his leg.
And we see Branham on the right wing, driving in, kicks it out to Marshall, or Pettiford. Back up to Smith. Smith, Simpson on him, and a little bit of miscommunication on the switch, but they get back to it. It's Marshall, left wing, driving in, kicks it out. Smith guarded heavily, front court. Branham secures the ball with Weaver on him. Back over to Moore. Moore looking for anyone. The big man working up top. We find Marshall, right front court. Marshall driving in, kicks it out. Smith inside, bobbled off the hands. And they call it Rogersville ball. That was obviously out on Rogersville.
Yeah, I don't agree with that call whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just got a bad look at it, but replay shows it's obviously out on Rogersville, and Marcus Moore gets the bucket right there.
I think they may have thought when the Hillcrest player reached in to try and get that ball that he might have tipped it. Yeah.
Scores 48-25. 1 minute remaining in this third period. It's Dre Tatum working, kicks it to the corner, and it's off front rim. Rebounded by Marshall. Marshall pushing up the court. Slows it down by Weaver. Marshall picks up his dribble in a bad spot. Finds Moore. Moore, the 6'5" sophomore. And the size from these two big men on Rogersville is insane.
Yeah,
they got that 6'5" Marcus Moore and obviously 6'6" senior Scott Metz.
Yeah, and I think right now it's just Logan Rogersville is going to try and take as much time off this clock as physically possible because they are up big in this game. So,
or they'll just go get a bucket. Dan Smith.
But up 25 now and holding Hillcrest to 25 as well. That is very impressive.
Yeah, and Tanner Hicks at 20 seconds remaining, going to hold this one out probably. Calls off the screen.
And I think he's going to wait for the last second shot before the fourth quarter.
Yep. Be Hicks working on Watts. Very closely. Hicks loves that double cross, gets it poked away from him. 2 seconds remaining. Kicks it over to Tate. Or it'll be Downey, but they can't get a shot up, and that's not how you want to end this quarter for Hillcrest. Already down 25. This game almost looking out of reach for him. Fourth quarter will be here soon. Scores 50-25. We'll be right back. Fourth quarter underway of this third place game. It's been all Logan Rogersville so far.
Yeah,
Hillcrest looking for some fourth quarter magic.
This game has been a shocker to really everyone in attendance here. We did not expect this big of a deficit going into the fourth quarter. and Logan Rogersville came into this quarter up by 25.
But man, that was a look from Kyrie Simpson to Scholl. He finishes it, but gets the foul called on him, guarding closely on Branham. And we see Metz come back into the game for the Wildcats, 15 points in his outing tonight. Chase Branham closely in second with 14. And it will be Branham over inside to Metz. Branham wants a screen from Metz. Finds McDonald on the right wing. And Branham gets the screen from McDonald coming off. Kicks to the corner. Lawrence hop-stepping through the lane and just too strong on it. But McDonald with the hustle play, and Lawrence lays it back up.
That was a great save there. And to get it to your man that perfectly, saving it, falling out of bounds is amazing.
Simpson thought about passing it to Scholl, but Lawrence was all over it. Eventually ends up in his hands. And it's fumbled by Dominic Downey, the senior. And it will be Logan Rogersville ball. And this whole game, correct me if I'm wrong, but we haven't seen number 23 senior 6'6" Bradley Moore for Hillcrest, who may have been able to guard Metz. We never know.
Yeah, we never saw him in this game, which is surprising because Metz has found himself with great mismatches all game long. There has been no one able to contest him because he's so tall and so big that no one can push him off the spot once he gets down low.
Yep, and Kyrie's trying to split Branham, and Lawrence gets the foul called.
Yeah, and I think that was a smart foul there, as he was going to get a wide open layup. Just philosophy for many people: don't allow an easy shot, don't allow an easy layup, and that was a smart foul there.
And we see Gage Cisco coming to the game for Hillcrest Hornets. Will be Simpson taking up the ball. Hands off to Hicks. Hicks spin move, makes this defender fall. Over to Scholl, three-pointer, bingo! What a play from Hicks. Over to Scholl, and he nails the three-pointer. Metz taking it down. Over to McDonald. Over to Branham. Branham guarded closely by Simpson. Branham gets past him.
Hillcrest may be looking to push back a little right now.
And Metz, top of the key, guarded closely by the man coming in, Cisco. Top of the key, Lawrence, handoff. Top of the key will be Branham, inside dish to Metz. Metz working on Cisco, just a bit strong on it. And they call a loose ball foul, it looks like. Yep, on Rogersville. That foul will be charged to Ben Bisher. And we see Cameron Ray come to the floor for the first time tonight. Last name is spelled W-R-A-Y, but I don't think it's Warray, so maybe that W is silent. Tanner Hicks. Hands off to Scholl. They'll be doing this handoff game. They've been doing it all game, those handoffs, but can't seem to work because they switch on everything.
Yeah, and
gosh, and Hicks putting on the moves off the front iron.
And we're seeing Logan Rogersville. A lot of times, other teams, whenever there's a handoff, someone will try and fight around them. Both of the defenders of Logan Rogersville staying put, neither of them move, and then just wait for someone to come loose with the ball, and they're ready for them.
Branham reverse layup is no good. Rebound by Simpson. Simpson loses control of the ball. Hicks on the floor, grabs it to Downey, backward to Simpson. Simpson, Scholl, pump fake, driving in, and he gets the foul called. Foul will be called on Marcus Moore. And we do see Bradley Moore coming to the game with 4:39 left in the fourth quarter. 6'6" big man. Stolen away, Branham, other end. And one finish. Not a smart foul from Scholl, as it seemed wide open, but Chase Branham connects and going to the line to get the three-point play. And And the fans and bench not happy about that call. And that left hand barely grazed him.
Yeah, and that was a...
Don't really think it affected the shot.
Didn't affect the shot, but it was a very good job of selling the play by Branham.
It'll be Hicks pushing it up. Cross-court pass is tipped by Branham. Backed by Moore. Moore finds Scholl.
I think the reason that foul was called was the body language of Branham. Just flailing around a little bit. Selling that one very, very well.
Almost like give him an Oscar, right? Simpson at the top of the key. Fakes the handoff to Hicks, brings it back out. Hicks, Scholl, three-pointer, nylon. Tanner Scholl with another three. Branham taking it down on the other end. Metz getting the screen from Moore. Two biggest guys in Rogersville, 6'5" and 6'6", both on the court currently. They pass it to each other. Finds Ray. Ray back to Lawrence. And Lawrence coming off that bench. The Missouri State baseball commit, I think Brady Reton there was saying, has seen a lot of minutes this game. Marcus Moore gets the putback. Simpson up to Tanner Hicks. Tanner Hicks driving in. Kicks it back out to Scholl. Scholl, another three off the front rim. And it's rebounded by Branham. Branham, guarded by Bradley Moore. 3 minutes left in this game. Logan Rogersville in full control, up by 23 points. I think it's safe to say this one might be in the books.
Yeah, and this one will go down as a very big win for Logan Rogersville, as they had just outplayed a very good, very, very good Hillcrest team this entire way.
Yeah. And you think maybe that loss last night, big loss to Nixa, 81-57, maybe have demoralized them?
Yeah, maybe. In the Wildcats, they were caught in a pretty close game with the New Madrid Central Eagles. And
Yeah.
I feel like that got under their skin a little bit more than it would to most teams. And they wanted to come out and prove that they're still an amazing team, and that's what they've done in this game.
Man, Scholl has been getting it going in this fourth quarter. I'd like to see that earlier in the game from up to 13 now. Foul called on Simpson. Speaking of the New Madrid Eagles, it will be the New Madrid Eagles and the Nixa Eagles next game playing for that boys Nixa Invitational Tournament Championship. That'll be a great game to watch.
Yeah, that will be a very great game. In game 12 of 12 of this weekend-long tournament that has been very good and very entertaining to watch.
Yeah, and the Eagles, led last night by Adam McKnight, had a 24-point performance. The freshman, seen a lot of freshman talent in this tournament, and hopefully years to come they'll keep us entertained for these tournaments. And for the New Madrid Eagles, they have almost like Zion Williamson and R.J. Barrett on that Duke team a couple years ago. Jadis Jones and B.J. Williams having 43 points combined last night. Huge scoring outbreak for them.
Those 43 points are big, and those two men are just two of the best high school players that I've seen in person. And
I'd say they're the two best in the tournament, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and it's just been so fun to watch those two play and watch those two communicate so well together and just have fun on the court. That's what this game's all about, and that's what they've done all throughout this tournament. Had fun and been able to really control most of this tournament as well.
Totally agree. B.J. Williams, we saw get pretty angry in that first game after some frustration, but came back and played really well for the rest of the game. And that charge by Dominic Downey, number one, taken on the other end there. Great selfless play. We've seen a lot of charges in this tournament, more than I've seen in any games. And Kyrie Simpson working in the defense. Hezzy Cross driving in, feet inside to Scholl, poked away by Rogersville. Driving left side will be Watts to Ray. Back up to the top of the key. Moore kicks it out. Three-pointer off front iron. Rebounded. Downey up the floor to Simpson. Simpson hesitation. Slows it down. Right wing. Clock winding down. Hillcrest with the ball. And Moore gets tangled up there.
And still looking back at the locker room and in the benches, we have not seen AK Staten Balance come out yet. He's still been back in the locker room being checked out by the trainers.
Yeah.
And
you gotta hope he's okay.
Yeah, looking at the trainer spots here, one of the trainers has been in the locker room the entire time with him.
But man, the story of this game, the Logan Rogersville Wildcats, the duo of Scott Metz and Chase Branham, the senior and freshman, almost polar opposites in grade, going off for them. Both scoring double digits, and it has been all of them this game. Their defense been stifling too. Haven't been able to do anything, the Hornets. And that's just what you want to see out of your team coming out of this tournament. I know they were playing for first place like every other team was hoping for, but the third place game, that's still a great feat. And that you got to be happy with that, especially how they played today.
Yeah, and I feel like this third place game, it's just shown how much fight that the Wildcats still have in them after a loss, a tough loss to who I think may be the best team in this tournament.
And the time expires as the score will be the Logan Rogersville Wildcats 58, the Hillcrest Hornets 38. Great game from both teams. Logan Rogersville dominating this one. And stay tuned for the interview with your player of the game from Logan Rogersville, Scott Metz. Scott Metz, number 34 for the Logan Rogersville Wildcats, the 6'6" senior. We saw a great game out of you today.
Thank you.
After that loss last night to the New Madrid Eagles, what really fueled you to play well today?
I guess we really came into that last game with real high expectations, and we really did feel like we could beat them, and I still think we can. Yesterday we didn't really come out with our best, as you can probably tell, but that really motivated us today to really just go and take care of business. And we played them a couple weeks ago, and so we knew they were going to come out and try and get some revenge on us, but we made sure to get the job done. So
yeah, you guys played great defense, played very well today. And that dunk earlier in the game, that was a monster slam. What was running through your head going up with that?
Well, the only thing I could remember after is getting a little revenge for number 3 last year, or a couple weeks ago. He dunked it on us, so that was definitely running through my head. Felt good to get some revenge on them. Give them a little bit of their own medicine. So
yeah, totally.
Here's a senior in the NIT. How does your last NIT? What are your emotions in this?
Honestly, just I don't even know, man. It was just nice to. What was the question again? NIT.
Your senior year, last NIT.
Nixa, tournament. Yeah, it felt good. Obviously, we really wanted to come out and play Nixa, but I got real high hopes for next year's class, and we always could have done better, but still happy with 2-1. So
yeah, great game. Yep. And good luck on the rest of your season.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks, big guys.
See you.
See you.
And that will do it. The Wildcats will come out on top, 58-38.
And stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Stay in your seats for the next game, which will be the Nixa Eagles versus the New Madrid Eagles.